Pacific Line, runway 5 traffic, clear for takeoff.
Thanks for joining us on our journey to Alton Bay, New Hampshire. Today's flight, we're going to be departing New Bedford Airport. We're going to fly over Taunton, over Norwood to avoid Boston's airspace, over Bedford, then over to Manchester, and from there we'll fly a direct shot to Alton Bay, which is on the southern tip of Lake Winnipesaukee. Now we're passing over the Merrimack River. As you look down now, you'll be seeing the Rockingham racetrack. We're going to fast forward a little bit here so we can get to Alton Bay a little faster. This would look like if we were in a jet, so hang on to your seats. If you look out the lower left side now, you'll see Alton Bay. And if you look real close, you might be able to see a little dark streak, which is actually the runway. Those little specks you see are ice fishing huts. And now we're on our downwind leg. We are approaching our landing at the airport. In the summertime, Alton Bay is a very, very busy seaplane base. But in the winter, most of the time, you see snowmobilers and ice fishermen. But when the temperatures are right and the ice is thick enough, the guys get their snow plows out and they'll plow a runway out so other pilots can come in and land here also. And now we're turning left base. We are slowing down, continuously descending and looking out for other aircraft. And now we're turning onto final. We are slowing the aircraft up. Landing on ice is a little different than landing on pavement. We have to make sure we are perfectly lined up with the center. Keep off the brakes. We do not want to get into a side skid. And also, the runway is shorter than normal, so we're also going to be landing at the slowest possible airspeed. You can now see the many ice fishing huts that are out scattered on the ice. And now the runway is clearly in sight. We're lined up and we have made sure there's no other aircraft on the runway. And we are wheels down. And now the pilot is slowing the aircraft down using aerodynamics instead of his brakes. And today we find there is a slight coating of snow on the ice, which helped slow us down a little bit better. And if this was a nice sunny day, you would see lots of brightly colored aircraft on the ice, because this is a great destination to fly to in the winter. During the summer months, the building you see ahead is usually used as a marina. And right now we're going to give you a 180-degree panoramic view, and on the left we'll see some ice fishermen out here in their huts, and I wonder if they really catch anything or they just enjoy getting out here in the solitude. And as long as I've been flying, I've been coming out here. It's a very special treat to come out and land on the ice. There have been a few winters where they have not been able to because the ice never got thick enough. Today's thick enough for sure. And also there's cottages on the banks of the Winnipesaukee. And it's a whole different quiet atmosphere out here in the winter as opposed to during the summer months. And as you see us coming around here, I think we see one of our airplanes coming in.
Don't put his head on.
And since the wind has shifted around, we are now using the other end of the runway. It's hard to believe that that plane can land so smoothly. It must be perfect pilot skills. In addition to an entire runway being plowed on the ice, there is actually an entire taxiway system, and you will see the aircraft now will be turning off the runway and entering the taxiway to taxi back to the restaurant parking. From New Bedford, Alton Bay is about a 45-minute flight by air, and if you're driving up, it's about a 2.5-hour drive. While we're tying the airplanes down, we're going to take a break with a new segment, the Toolbox Tips with Mark Cadero. Hi, I'm Mike Josephek, the Pilot's Log. Today I'm with Mark Cadero, Director of Maintenance at Sandpiper Air, and Mark's going to fill us in on a few questions. Mark, maybe today you could tell us what an annual is, annual inspection.
Manual